So what are the issues faced by people suffering from obesity? Obesity is a growing health concern, which is quite prevalent in society. In an alarming statistic, up to 80% of all 10-year-olds in America are afraid of being fat. Whilst there are many health initiatives and services available to help curb the issue of obesity, the participation issues and stigma for individuals facing this prevent them from taking control and making appropriate decisions regarding their health. Individuals suffering from obesity are often faced with associative stigma, which affects their ability to interact with others, and vice versa. Those who find themselves associated with obese people are more likely to be judged as lazy. Stigmatization targeted towards obese individuals has several adverse effects. The negative connotations in relation to obesity are what allow for the individuals to be stigmatized, threatening their health, creating health disparities, and hindering their ability to partake in interventions. This stigma affects obese individuals in many ways, right from the workplace and healthcare facilities through to interpersonal relationships. There are 6 dimensions of stigma, which are concealability, cause, disruptiveness, peril, origin, and aesthetics. All 6 dimensions apply to the stigmatization of obesity. However, concealability, disruptiveness, peril, and aesthetics are more closely associated and have a direct correlation to obesity. There was an interview conducted where 28 obese individuals felt reluctant to address weight concerns as they thought they would not be taken seriously. The unwillingness exhibited by the participants demonstrates disruptiveness, as they are unable to freely express their concerns without the stigma being attached. The dimension of concealability significantly impacts individuals irrespective of their age. Children suffering from obesity have a significantly lower self-esteem and feel that their weight contributes towards them being teased, having less friends, and being excluded from group activities. In addition to this, the dimensions of peril and aesthetics are portrayed through how obese individuals perceive themselves. An example of this is there were 89% of formerly obese people chose blindness over obesity. Now this shows exactly how bad obesity has affected those suffering from it, to the extent that they would prefer not to go through it again. So how can stigma around obesity be reduced? Stigma can be addressed constructively if individuals become more respectful towards those suffering from obesity. It is imperative that they are given the opportunity to change their life without constantly being stigmatized. The stigma associated with obesity can be controlled and eventually prevented through many ways. Creating environments in which those suffering from obesity may feel comfortable, addressing the issue and seeking assistance. Awareness must be created in relation to the effects of stigmatizing and how it needs to be stopped. Through obesity, initiatives and programs within both the workforce and school, those suffering from obesity will actively be able to participate in the approach of improving their overall health. So what influences people on participating in programs and interventions? Individuals may participate in programs, however they mightn't complete them in fear of how others will perceive them. Here, the dimension of peril once again impacts on how individuals participate in interventions and programs. Now, a level of fear arises in terms of whether they'll be judged as a result of seeking advice from health professionals or simply their involvement in the programs. This demonstrates the effect of stigma and how self-esteem is compromised due to the negative label that obese individuals are being given. Those who are overweight and obese are constantly categorized as being lazy and lacking willpower. However, The negative attitudes expressed by medical professionals is one of the reasons why obese individuals feel hesitant to seek assistance, as they're immediately stigmatized. So, it is important to understand that there are many negative effects associated with stigmatizing those individuals dealing with obesity. The stigma influences individuals and how they approach the issue and participation within interventions. So remember, don't stigmatize against those who are obese, because that could have been you. Thank you.